Hey everyone, 80s20, and check this out. Well, I mean, I did already talk about it back in, what month was it? Yeah, it was in December that on my December media thread, how I mentioned that this is something that I've been playing since December. Somewhere in the middle of December, I decided to play this game, Wuthering Waves, completely just out of curiosity, as I said before, and I've just been having a blast. I made it to the newest area in the game, Renacita, a few days ago, I think? I actually don't know how long it's been now, but yeah, I've been enjoying it immensely. It's just so good. So I actually did record another video before this one of me playing it, but I had a bunch of audio issues, because of course I did. So I thought, you know, it'd be nice for the first video to sound better. So that's what this is. Just like a brief look and taking more opportunities to just talk about the game. It's not gonna be like a long 2-hour session like last time. But yeah, I really enjoy this game. Like, I have so much fun with it. I think I've said it like 3 times now, but it's just, I don't know, it's just the presentation of it, just something that I really like. Oh, hey. But yes, I think another reason I also wanted to record, in addition to just an excuse to play the game more, even though I'm gonna play it a ton, since I'm off today, I can do whatever I want, is there's something that I never did in Genshin, despite the fact that I have so many hours in that game. And this one, while it's not as many, it's also a problem. I would just like to know what's the ideal way to, I guess how you say, build characters. That's something that I actually want to try and build up in this game specifically. Not that I've been having too much issue, but sometimes, you know, random fights with enemies could stand to be a little faster. I haven't seen these before. Is that everything? Felt like there would be like a bigger thing. Oh well. But yes. So like I did realize from just so far I have my squad up to level 70. I won't be able to level them up any higher until I advance this game's equivalent to the world level. But yeah, I do know that the only thing I know from the various things I've read on random posts on like the subreddit that I've seen, it kind of follows the same rules of Genshin, where people are more interested in jamming everything they possibly can into crit rate and crit damage. And that seems to be it. I'm like, is that it? Is it really that simple? Just focus on that? I guess obviously, filling up this chart down here will help a lot more too. Which is really something I need to get better at doing. My main reason for not keeping up with this is simply because the materials, it takes a lot to get more. Because it's the same problem that I have in Genshin, where like all my main characters that I use in Genshin, well, most of them require the Hilichurl mass, so I'm always low on that. I just don't have enough for everybody. Here, it's these 3 all require these things. HF Whispering Cores. You know, I only have that many because I just converted a bunch. I synthesized a bunch. But yeah, all 3 of them use the same freaking item to learn their skills and stuff. So, yeah. There's the only reason that Jansen's crit is any high is because she naturally has a pretty high one, even before any boosts compared to everybody else. Of course, I wonder. I think hers being higher might be the fact that she has a 5-star weapon. She's the only character I have with a 5-star. But regardless, I assume that's all I need to do. In which case it's a lot because I have so many echoes in my bank. And I guess it all comes down to what's the word? Luck, RNG. It's like, oh, well. What was I doing anyway? Cause I was just doing some side stuff since I'm not advancing. Oh yeah, let's go do this thing over here. But it's something that I want to focus more on, just to make my characters more reliable and able to deal with things quicker. Granted, much like, well, actually not even like Genshin, the one thing this game does a lot more is it gives you like trial characters for a bunch of really important stuff. Like the ending sequence of the Huanglong stuff when you were going to fight the Thernodian, a lot of that was with level locked Rover. Like it's not yours. It's like they give you like one set at 60 or 50 or whatever level it was at the time with its own stats and moves and echo, and that's the one you use for like all the final fights. And they do that sometimes for some important bosses or moments. They'll just give you the thing and tell you, okay, use this one. Which, on in some situations, I'm like, okay, I think I can get that. But like at other times, I kind of wish that I could use my people that I've been raising. And the range of that grapple is something special. Now, this was something I talked about in the other video, but I guess I might as well talk about it here too. I love just how freaking, I don't know what the word is, convenient? Just better this world is to run around in compared to most that I've played in the past. Oops. I'm not an open world guy. I don't really like open world games too much for reasons. I've played a few, not a lot though, and some of them are cool. I think what really carries them is more the franchise rather than the system itself. Like I played Breath of the Wild a lot because it was Zelda, not because it was open world, for example. But this game just, oh man, it's got like the best traversal out of anything that I've played. And maybe there are other open world games that are better. I don't know, but gosh, from the moment I started playing and I could do this, I was like, oh, this is a million times better. Because there's so many issues, like, and it's funny too, because like I try to go back and play Genshin, and I still am, because I'm at what's it called? I'm about to start Fontaine in that game. That's something I was looking forward to playing, like, a lot. Because I hear a lot of goods about Fontaine, so I'm like really stoked to play it. But man, after playing this for as long as I did, and as much as I have going back to Genshin, it's like, wow, I can't move. It's like it's so slow trying to run up cliffs, or because you can't. You gotta climb, and that takes so long. And I'm like, oh man. I know it's a really minor thing too. When it comes to because in Genshin you can't in order to do your plunge attack you actually have to dive or fall from a certain distance, and you can't get to that with jumping. But here you can. It's a small thing, but I like it. And of course, like I mentioned this Nier thing, and I'll say it here. I don't really compare it to Genshin simply to be like, man, Genshin sucks. Like I honestly wish I knew how many hours I put into Genshin. I played it a ton. But, like, there are things that I wish that it would update. But at the same time, I know I see that comment from a lot of people where it's like, well, I mean, it makes a ton of money. Why would it ever change? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. It probably never will. But just, man, just the traversal stuff was enough to already sell me on the game. And the more that I've played it, the more I've come to really like and care about pretty much everything else. Like, the companion stories, talking about the characters are all really cool. I really like them. I think Yinlin, Changli, what's her name? Camellia? Or the ones I did recently, not recently, but are the ones that stand out to me. And Encore's was my that was perfect. That was good. And the other video was of me doing Gion's story, which I thought was cool too. But Encore's was absolutely 100% my favorite companion story out of all the ones that I've done so far. It's so good. And I have actually been paying quite a lot of more attention to the story lately than I did at the beginning. Because at the beginning I was just more interested in playing and kind of reading the story. But the more I've read of it, the more I've been like, I'm actually kind of into this. I'm digging it. And since we've gotten here to Renacita, I've been paying more and more attention to. Okay, so that's the treasure. I could have sworn I got a quest in this area. Something about the trials. Okay, I think, yeah, I already did complete one, right, the other day. There was like a puzzle with photos somewhere, and I did one. Where's the last overflowing pallet? Oh, it's right there. Nice. Also, that's a really cool thing they've done with this region is, how helpful they are with helping you find all the stuff hidden in it. Oh, it's right there. I could have just turned to my side and seen it. And like, I've noticed that if I was to run, let's say, over there, like just down that, past those guys and go up the cliff to go do something, the game would actually add this to my map because I passed by close enough to it. I've seen that happen a lot with some of the icons around Renacita being added to my map, even though I didn't actually go there. And if you don't have them at all, it'll give you a nice window, like, hey, it's over here somewhere. And it's just like, it's really neat how helpful it is with letting you find everything that's around. What color are we doing? You change everything to yellow. Let me think. No, that wasn't it. That was it. I had the right idea, I was on the wrong side. Oh, the thing I thought odd, because my daily quests today involved going back to Mount Firmament. I just thought it was weird that the enemies here are actually lower level than the ones in Mount Firmament, but you have to do Mount Firmament before you do this. Monkey! Like, all the enemies in Mount Firmament are above 70 when they're on your soul level, which currently I'm playing with the soul level that I'm naturally on. Usually I play with it pulled one back just to make killing enemies more convenient. Because there's some trials that or some like overworld challenges that I can't do when all the enemies are on my level because they take too long to kill. It's mainly a time issue more than a skill issue, but I guess not being able to over damage them is kind of a skill issue too. Oh, is that everybody? I just kind of dropped dead. Oh, but the most important thing, which I know everybody was talking about, and once I finally got it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. Is this. Oh man, it's so cool being able to fly freely. Like whenever I want, just dang. Oh, speaking of challenges. Defeat all en- Oh, 3 of these dudes? Man, I hate these things. Also, it's very minor, but I also like having an actual dodge mechanic. I didn't notice until right then that you had to beat them all without taking 3 hits. Like, I'm not even kidding, I didn't notice. Wait, there's another challenge? Oh, is this this is related to something else. Oh, whatever. Oh, I hate these. Alright, we'll do it. I definitely won't be able to make it to 60. I'll be lucky if I keep it from 30. They throw so many enemies at you in these, and once again, it's one of those things where I wish I could take them out faster. It's one of the reasons why I would like to build my characters better, just to be able to damage them more. Also, it's definitely something I'm gonna need to change that I keep forgetting to. Is because the game has a setting for like what enemies you'll lock onto, and I really have come to not like the setting that I'm on. Because it'll just randomly have me magnetized to an enemy that I have no interest in hitting, so I kind of think I should just turn it off and give myself back full control over whatever it is I'm fighting. Yeah, I know. We got more. It's just more hands? It's more hands than a big hand, man. Oh, and a giant thing. I don't even know what they're called. Alright, just die, everybody, please. Utter chaos. Yeah, so for people who have beaten this story, because I know some people did it like immediately, which is surprising to me, but also not really. I'm about to go to the bank, to the place that Zanny works for. I'm going there with Zanny. Charlotte, I think was her name, the order lady, just left our group after we had the fight with Lorelei. So that's where I am in the story. Alright, one more. Ah, man. So much for 60%. Yeah, there we go. Like at the last 5 seconds. I really don't like these challenges. They do nothing but annoy me. Though once again, I'm sure if I could just beat the enemies faster, I wouldn't complain so much. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I didn't even need to do that. I just did it because it was there. What's this? Here lies the trial of swiftness. So someone got to run. I didn't notice Rover took that much damage. I should probably drop by somewhere to heal. Oh, wait. Oh, break the stone pillar. Okay. Oh, I see now. I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, whoops. Also, that grapple is so cool. Like, legitimately, the things that they do with it during, like, story segments, like, I just love it. This thing's rad. Okay, there we go. It wasn't too bad.
这次是什么？
Okay, healing things was just what I needed. I think those are nice to have on the overworld, because then you don't need to always go back to, like, waypoints for full heals.
乖乖别动，这个我擅长。我一定会10倍复活。伤结合一。
Yeah, get more dogs. Who's standing up there? Were you? Who are you?
交给我吧。
Oh. Has he been following me? I don't even know where he came from. He's all on his own. Alright, we got one trial left to do, which will be nice. Flying is so cool. I love flying. Trial of perception. See how this one goes, I guess. So what's this about? Observe the movements of the Vitrium dancers. Oh man, I don't want to. Oh. I know the first one was down here. I don't know where the safe spot was for the second one. Oh, whoops. That's weird. Did they change it? I see. Or does it do both at the same time? No? Okay, I think I saw something there. Okay, cool.
意外的发现。
Oh, it has another one? I mean, I guess one would have been too easy. Alright, let me use my dumb little brain to see if I can comprehend. I think I got it. It's about to happen immediately, right after this 5-second countdown. Oops. My hand slipped.
珍惜好旅途中每一份收获。
Or my finger slipped. I gotta do it again. It's always the rule of 3, I guess. Alright, fine. Focusing. Focusing. Cool. And there we go, that's it. Who's Chloe? Oh yeah, it was that like weird ghost lady. Return to Porto Veno Castle. Nice. Strangey. Alright. Who knows? But, interesting. I mean, I figured it was obvious that that was a spirit. We've seen plenty of them throughout the game. New music unlocked. Hell yeah. I got some new stuff from here in Irina Sita. Although I am kind of disappointed that this doesn't have all the music in the game. I was really hoping that they had, like... It doesn't feel like it, because like from the early ones where it covers music from like Huang Long, I don't see anything from the fight with the Thernodian, like that battle theme, because that's like one of my favorites, just stands out to me. Still have more music to unlock. This just reminds me, I remember where are some of these in other languages? What's it called? In Genshin, you can also find CDs just thrown everywhere. I had like dozens of those. I can't even tell you how many I had on my person at one point because I didn't even know where you could deposit them. It took until forever. I think near the end of last year when I finally made the like actual record player in the teapot, and I was actually able to deposit the discs there and listen to them. It's funny. I had it on me for so long, and I'm like, what's the point of these things? Oh, also, I believe that the week has changed, right? So I think all this stuff should have reloaded. Yep. Alright, well that's stuff to work on again, I guess. There's a lot of events to pay attention to and such. Anyway, yeah, just a little short stint of playing Wuthering Waves to get across how much I like it, because it's just cool. It's just a really good time. There's stuff that I imagine I would say that it's probably best to do in like multiplayer, you know? I know there's an event here in Arena C that does multiplayer. And definitely some stuff that could probably help by having a person with me. The issue is that my for some reason internet has been weird lately with MMOs, and I guess maybe it's just the internet in general. I mean, we haven't seen any examples of it happening here. It happens mostly when I'm playing the story, but not 100% of the time, where randomly the reconnecting error will just pop up on screen. It'll just say connection lost, reconnecting, and it'll load for like 30 seconds, and then it'll get me back in the game. And other times the screen will just freeze, and then it'll come back in like 10 seconds. And that affects me on single player, so I can only imagine how probably impossible it would be to play multiplayer with me, which sucks because I think it'd be quite fun. Still, I mean, I'm open to anyone who wants to send me a friend request. I'm totally up for it, because I'm probably gonna be playing this game. What's the word I was looking for? Well, but for reasons, I bought 2 of the Lumite subscriptions. So, you know, it's every day you log in, you get more of the items, the star things. I forget what they're called. Astrites. And so I'm definitely going to be playing at least until that runs out. What's the word? Consistently. every day, and I mean it's really fun. I just can't stop. I have Steam open because I was gonna play a game that I bought for Christmas for myself on there, and instead I opened this and started playing. So it's a problem. Anyway, in case anyone's interested, it's all the resonators I
我想
have.
留在大家身边，从过去
Obviously, you can tell which
一同迈
ones
向
I
明天。
play as like all the time, but yeah, good stuff. Anyway, that's all I got for this. Just a nice little short video. This game's great. So anyway, until next time, everyone. Hasta.